Chapter 15. The scene at the airport was frantic and overwhelming. People were cavorting around, desperate not to miss their flights or have their overloaded luggage confiscated. Quinn, Graham, and Violet went by unnoticed. No one knew their purpose, which was perfect for their selfish escape. Violet was dazed but reassured by the confidence of her father. After all, when you're a small child, you believe everything that your superiors tell you. You daren't question the world because nothing or no one has ever wronged you or caused you the distress needed to wonder. The inquisitive nature only comes when you start to realize the damning truths of the world yourself. They checked in and followed the relevant arrows to the blue-carpeted departure lounge. Through the panoramic window, Graham watched the planes roll across the airfield. Their slow, long bodies dragged across the ground like fat seals, and before long they were at the gate boarding the plane, feeling the uncertainty of the breeze bending the temporary ribbed walls around them. Aside the window, Violet pulled up the muted grey shutter and gazed down at the engine and bodywork below. The engine with its multiple spokes looked like a giant mushroom, bleak and unnerving. She began to wonder why her mother had been left behind and why she was leaving the country. She looked up at her father, who was securing her seatbelt while scanning the laminated safety pamphlet. His eyes were convincing and full with colour to the lids, a magnificent green that echoed the fields and forests, which got smaller as they climbed higher into the clouds. Quinn was hot and flustered, and the close cabin air only added to the dry scent of antique furniture leaking from his overcoat. All his promises depended on the outcome of the trip. The embarrassment would be mortifying if he didn't deliver, and he feared he'd have to retire from both his profession that he had come to define himself by, and from the trust he had built with Graham. Back in the city, Elspeth awoke to an empty bed. She alerted the doctors, who were baffled, though trying desperately to calm her panicking state. She knew in her heart that Violet was not in danger, as Graham was with her, yet irrational fears drowned her mind. She rose to her feet and scuffed at the note that had drifted to the floor from beneath her fingers, thinking it was rubbish. Before long the cleaners would arrive and clear it away, never to be read or understood.